The housing market in Phoenix is changing fast. Today, we're going to talk about the entire greater Phoenix housing market and what we are looking for this summer. Today is June 3rd, 2022, the first week of summer. The kids are out of school. So let's talk housing market and what we're currently seeing. So first of all, let's talk about active listings, the inventory which is on the market right now. So for the past about six weeks, we have been on a tear, and the number of homes for sale continues to go up. You can see by the spacing of these dots, each dot is a week. So how quickly that is moving up. So I'm going to put a couple other years up here to put this into perspective. So let's do 2019, 18, 17, 16. So this puts it more into perspective on kind of what numbers we should be at. Now, we're almost double from where we were last year. We are still only halfway there to about 2016 levels. 2020, I'm not going to put in a bunch on some of these slides because 2020 is so goofy. You know, we had the pandemic here, so it's really hard to compare that. Then we were coming off of it, and then we went on this tear. So anyway, so that's active listings, but as the graph says, it's excluding under contract listings. So so those are homes that are under contract waiting to close. And that's these right here. So you can tell we are significantly down from where we were last year. Under contracts tell us kind of the velocity of the market and how many homes are being snatched up. 2021, remember looking back from the last slide, in 2021, there were just over 5,000 homes on the market. Under contract at the same time, there was 12,000 homes under contract. So there was 2.5 times the number of homes under contract than were for sale. We are just over that, or I should say we are just over 10,000 homes under contract and just under 10,000 homes for sale. But this chart is bigger. If we start throwing on some other years here, we're going to see a couple of things happen. And this is kind of, I'm not trying to make anyone panic because I don't think there is reason to panic, but let's take a look at this. So here's a typical under contract chart and shows the seasonality of the market. So we start over here at the left in January, and those numbers climb. They climb continually through about March, and then they really kind of peak right about now. And then what you'll be seeing the press come out with in about 6 weeks, 2 months, is that sales are below where they were last year. And that's because under contracts currently are less. That means when they close, we're just going to have less closings. But the concerning part about this chart is that we started cooling off when rates started to rise, which is the very end of March. So that's still this peak season. So we lost this peak season of sales, and it's not until now that things should be cooling off, but we actually cooled off all the way since like April 1st or so. The next little piece we're going to take a look at is these are price reductions currently, and we are on the uptick. This isn't that prices are coming down, but what we're seeing is that sellers are no longer able to just slap up their home, hope it sells because they know it will sell, and with multiple offers and all of those types of things, that's really cooling off, and sellers need to be aware of that and really have a good marketing plan. This is where we are currently, and I believe when the next numbers come out that this will even be higher. One more thing I want to share that kind of shows this market is the Cromford Market Index. I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty on this, but what this chart shows is that if the index number is above 100, it's roughly a seller's market, and if it's below 100, it is a buyer's market. So this shows, this ugly green line here is showing how quickly, this is the 22 number right here. And this shows how quickly we are dropping since this peak right here for this year. So we've really dropped quickly. And to put that into perspective, typical years, here's 19, and these were all still sellers markets. I mean, not like we're seeing right now or we did last year for sure, but this is where it typically is. We just don't get over 200 much. And it's usually down here, really mellow, calm. But this big drop is concerning. Let's compare that real quickly. Bear with me, but I'm going to put on 2005. In the last crash, in 2005, this is what happened. This green line, this pretty Christmassy green line here, that was 2005 and the drop. And if you compare that with this year, we're dropping at a much quicker rate. And this number is that we are heading towards a balanced market a little bit quicker. I think we will turn, but that just kind of shows you where that's at. Now, as you well know, real estate is hyper local. So if you have questions about your neighborhood, your part of town, and just want some straight answers, feel free to reach out. You can text me. I'm John Schlotz with HomeSmart, 602-570-5905, and I'm happy to run these numbers and give you an idea of what's going on in your neck of the woods. Have a great day. Thanks.